In the legend of Arthurian, it is told that after the death of King Uther Pendragon, Arthur's father, there was a period of power vacuum in ancient England, with no clear legitimate heir to succeed him. At this time, a wise wizard named Merlin appeared. Merlin was known for his magical powers and knowledge, and he had been a trusted advisor to King Uther, often foreseeing the future. One day, Merlin held a magical show that caught the attention of many people in England. In the midst of the crowd, Merlin showed a sword stuck in a large stone in the city square. The sword had an inscription stating that whoever could pull the sword from the stone would be the rightful king of England. This spectacle attracted many potential heirs to the throne who wanted to try to pull the sword from the stone, including nobles and princes from various regions. However, none of them succeeded, despite their efforts. When it was Arthur's turn to try, he approached the sword with humility and confidence. Miraculously, Arthur easily pulled the sword from the stone, proving that he was the rightful heir of King Uther Pendragon. After becoming king, Arthur began his reign wisely and justly. He aimed to create a peaceful and prosperous kingdom for all his people. One of the first actions he took was to establish the Round Table. He formed the Round Table, where equality and justice were upheld among the knights. The Round Table became a symbol of brotherhood and bravery for the knights who fought for justice and security in England at that time. During his reign, King Arthur had many brave and valiant knights, one of whom was Sir Lancelot. Sir Lancelot was known for his extraordinary courage and honesty. He also had exceptional skills in using weapons, especially the sword, making him a formidable enemy on the battlefield. Despite his great talents, Sir Lancelot remained loyal to King Arthur. He was one of the most loyal knights, always striving to support and protect King Arthur and his kingdom. However, it's not just the Round Table and the brave knights that make the legend intriguing. The story of King Arthur's love life, filled with betrayal, is also fascinating to explore. In Arthurian legend, the story of how King Arthur married Guinevere varies depending on the version and source of the story. However, there are some common versions found in various tales. One popular version of the legend states that Arthur and Guinevere met when Guinevere was still a teenager, living at Arthur's palace with her aunt, Lady Vivienne. When Arthur saw Guinevere, he was immediately captivated by her beauty and admired her. Over time, they developed feelings of love for each other. Their marriage eventually took place after Arthur successfully pulled the sword in the stone, proving that he was the rightful king. After becoming king, Arthur commanded all nobles and knights to come to his castle to witness the coronation of Guinevere as queen. During the event, Arthur declared his love for Guinevere and proposed to her to be his queen. Guinevere accepted the proposal, and they got married in a grand wedding ceremony. However, their marriage was not always happy. The love triangle between Arthur, Guinevere, and Sir Lancelot became a central theme in many Arthurian stories. Guinevere was involved in an illicit affair with Sir Lancelot, one of the bravest and most talented knights in Arthur's kingdom. When Sir Lancelot arrived at Camelot, he became a prominent knight at King Arthur's Round Table and quickly won the heart of Queen Guinevere with his handsomeness, bravery, honesty, and prowess in battle. From then on, their feelings for each other grew strong, even though they tried to suppress their emotions due to their loyalty to King Arthur. However, their love became difficult to contain, and they engaged in a secret affair. As the most loyal knight to King Arthur, Sir Lancelot felt guilty about his feelings for Queen Guinevere, but their love was inevitable. Their relationship became more complicated when it was eventually revealed by others in the palace, including King Arthur's close friend, Sir Gawain. The secret meetings and forbidden feelings caused internal conflicts among these three main characters. The love triangle ultimately led to a split and tragic consequences. This love affair caused tension between them and eventually became the cause of a major conflict in Arthur's court. This betrayal caused a rift among the knights and disrupted the peace in the kingdom of Camelot. The division also led to King Arthur's mistrust of Queen Guinevere and Sir Lancelot's loyalty. The revelation of this secret led to the downfall of their marriage and shook the stability within the kingdom. The tragic consequences of this love triangle were the disharmony and internal struggles haunting the main characters. King Arthur felt humiliated and hurt by Queen Guinevere's betrayal and Sir Lancelot's loyalty, which should have been directed towards him as the king and friend. Queen Guinevere felt guilty and filled with regret over her feelings for Sir Lancelot, which had damaged her marriage and betrayed King Arthur's trust. In a tragic ending, Arthur ordered Guinevere's execution by burning at the stake. Lancelot, upon learning of this, came to rescue Guinevere and took her to Glastonbury Abbey. However, while attempting to save the queen, Lancelot killed several knights loyal to Arthur, leading to the outbreak of war once again. After Queen Guinevere's death, Arthur was wounded and dying in the battle against Lancelot. He was eventually taken to the island of Avalon, and the legend tells that he will return one day to lead England again. Guinevere spent the rest of her life at Glastonbury Abbey as a nun, lamenting her mistakes and praying for Arthur. Lancelot lived in sorrow and repentance for his role in the split at Camelot. He became a hermit and lived a lonely life as a knight. This love triangle story teaches about the complexities of human relationships and the consequences of actions driven by emotions and ambition. Despite the tragedy that haunts the end of this tale, the Arthurian legend remains an epic story that captivates and inspires many generations.